Yo, what's up, villains?
Speak for yourself.
I am bad guy.
I am the problem.
Who is the bad guy in this show? Probably all of them, but
Most
it's
people.
The Boys, Season 4, Episode 1. My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
She's the real bad guy. If you want the full-length reaction to this, we do that. It's over at patreon.com/nerdynightly, but here, on the main channel, we don't have all the boys. I'm so sorry. I know we've gotten a lot of comments about this. We didn't actually start doing full-length reactions of episodes until the final 2 episodes of Season 3. So
Yeah.
Herogasm is the first, I think it was like the 3rd episode of television we reacted to. Because we did like the finale of Obi-Wan and then...
Yeah. It was like a brand new thing for us, and so we missed the train on that, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, if you are looking for all the boys, so sorry they don't exist. But we did react to all of Gen V. That show rocked. Yes. And so very excited to dive into this. Clarus, how are you feeling going into Season 4 of The Boys?
Oh, boy.
That is the title.
I am uncomfortable.
Good. I think that's what we're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for that kid. And I hope this season isn't too depressing, which is what I've seen some reviews say, that it's like, it's great, but God, it's sad. And like...
It's gonna be sad.
All the episodes are over an hour long, so I hope it's not just sad.
Sad fest.
Let's dive right in.
2024.
Go Patreon. Do it. It's fun over there.
Yeah.
We're hotter over there. We're like 5% more attractive.
How do we manage that? We're already 100% attractive.
It's actually like, it's a placebo effect where like they've given us money, and so...
Oh,
their
so
brains
they
are
feel
like
better about it.
Their brains make them think it's worth it.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's such a bad joke, but it's probably true.
Like the rest of you, I'm better.
Homelander is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
He's my son. Fuck you, fascist!
Fuck.
Your brain's leaking.
Tempy?
Your brain's leaking.
That soldier boy was my father.
It's weird because Black Noir was in the trailers, so he survived somehow.
You don't need me anymore. I could jump.
The order of these events is interesting in the recap because it isn't the same order as Season 3.
Yeah.
I wonder why they told that story in that direction. Because it made sense. Like, it wasn't, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
I'm always happy for a recap, especially when there's so much time between seasons.
Here's a real question. Would you vote for her or Donald Trump?
Honestly, her. Yeah.
At least she's young. You know what I mean?
At least she's smart. You know what I mean?
She isn't a felon yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Made that joke early so that certain people click off the
They
reaction.
know that this is not for you. Yes. Although, I don't think The Boys is for you, but...
You and God bless America!
I know her. It's interesting for her to wear black. A black shirt like that. Not a popular election night outfit.
She's a caterer.
No. The Newman.
Oh. This guy is a menace.
You helping? Or you just showing off?
Oh, for sure, both.
Both is good.
Where the fuck is Butcher?
Is that from the Temp V, or was he just out drinking last night? Because it could be either.
Both.
The amount of whiskey that man
I'm
consumes.
fine. Shots you did? All right. Come on then.
He is so sweaty. That man needs a shower.
He needs a few things.
Yeah, he needs a therapist, first and foremost.
And a doctor and
Yeah.
a time machine. You think Mallory got them in?
Maybe, yeah.
What's your fucking door?
Kimiko, if Butcher steps 1 foot in that elevator, break his arm.
Please remove obstructions.
I love that this is like Ocean's 11 if they brought their drunk uncle.
Oh my god. Who also had superpowers? Because you know
Maybe?
it's gonna go...
I don't know that he does all the time.
Fair?
You good, bud?
Revolver.
Oh.
It's a you. Okay.
I thought he was just staring,
Staring
at
at
the
a
fucking
wall.
wall.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're peeing like an old man.
What do you mean? Like not holding it?
Gray hair? No.
That's not a pube.
Yeah, it is.
That is not thick enough. He's also so blonde.
No, that was a gray pube. I don't think he's actually blonde though, right? It's a dye job. Can you dye super hair?
Good question.
His undercut's too dark for him to actually be blonde.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I know the actor isn't blonde.
Yeah, but he's not. That's all fake. Look at his son's hair.
Toys for our amusement. That's right. We got this.
Wow, that's...
I'm honestly surprised Homelander hasn't put his kid in a suit. Like a Homelander Jr.
I was like, he's wearing a suit jacket. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Homelander's in the building. If you see him, do not engage. I repeat.
Because he knows all of your faces.
Why don't you take Ryan and try and find some, huh?
What a great idea. Go for it, sport. Does nobody come back pregnant? I'm kidding. They're too young.
I don't want your support. You're on trial for fucking murder.
When I took that monster down, people applauded.
Your shareholders didn't. The transaction you and I may or may not have had is ancient history.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Billy, no,
Fuck.
no, don't stalk children.
Were they just
Here's a minute here,
stealing?
would you, love?
Yeah. You've never stolen ice cream from a hotel freezer in a kitchen that has no people in it? In
During
the middle of an event?
Yeah.
He's my dad.
Right, he murdered some poor sod right in front of your eyes.
That guy was a pedophile.
Right, it ain't true. He's lying to you.
Oh, they're really doing the MAGA shit this season.
This isn't the Neverland Ranch. Don't worry. Nothing bad's gonna happen, right?
Wait, did Michael Jackson molest kids in the boys' universe? That's wild.
Look at that big black mass curdling around your brain.
I get that Homelander has X-ray vision, but I'm honestly impressed that he knows what a tumor
Come on.
is.
I do not want to miss Smash Mouth.
I guess he looks at enough.
Oh my god.
Rest in peace.
He's not like an idiot.
I feel like that was definitely a reference because the singer passed away, right? No, I like that. I like that because they could set Homelander up as just being aggressive muscle, but lines like that set up Homelander's brain as being like, he has an awareness because he's probably looked at so many human brains. He's probably seen more human brains than any surgeon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just cool. It's a cool little detail.
Why don't you wait outside?
Whoa, my God! What the fuck?
Frankie, what's happening?
Yeah, I guess I'll just, wait here.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. It really
They're
did
like
a number on him.
little acidic penises. Thank God for Kimiko. Oh, my God.
Yeah. The boys could not function without her.
Nope.
Holy shit. Wow, she learned how to use those real quick.
Frenchie, trust me.
Oh, I hate when the arms are little.
Yeah. We don't like the little baby hands.
Okay, I get that you can survive that.
Yeah.
How did
The
that shut
fuck
down the
is-
power? Oh, there she goes. Damn. Okay, that shot was great.
I hate it.
Oh God! Oh, the power was Starlight pulling in that much energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. The baby hand. Like, oh my God.
Oh God. A+ beginning. Way to go.
Yeah.
The boys are back.
I was scared.
Scared you'd have to pop my head.
I was scared to lose you. I always cared about you, Huey. That part was real.
The fucked up thing is I do believe her.
I know.
Fuck you! Oh.
What is that shit?
Or plan B.
How is it you guys are actually getting worse at your jobs?
She's bulletproof? Oh shit.
Guess I better go change.
She's
Great.
so much stronger than I thought.
Great. Yeah, no, they're fucked.
To get acided and then shot and not care is such a power move.
Yeah.
For her to get up and not kill Butcher and be like, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, she's like, ugh, now I have to change my outfit. Like,
I'm gonna wash off the stench of failure from your cock-up last night. Shut the fuck up, Butch.
he looks so different this season.
Yeah.
In.
There are people who, because of ignorance or maybe insanity, still believe you have something to contribute. I'm not one of them.
She'll know I was behind it. God damn it. Everyone told me to pick Buttigieg instead.
You didn't know, sir.
Now, I can only keep my distance from her for so long. Eliminating her is top priority.
So do your fucking job.
Did they literally just bring him in there to, like, yell at him? Like, nothing constructive happened at all?
That was a debrief. Sometimes you get pulled in to get yelled at.
Fuck me, how long's it been?
I'd say 11 years.
What's up, Negan?
And yet you still didn't name your son after me, eh?
We need someone like you, Billy. Right fucking now. Before the soups start rounding us up and dumping us off in camps.
Principal didn't say why, just that she KO'd a boy.
A boy?
Don't you dare be proud right now. She told me to eat a dick.
It's funny because, like, other than knocking a boy out, the rest of it is pretty normal teenager shit.
Yeah.
Like, saying eat a dick is so soft. Consider the scene, things I've heard teenagers say randomly to strangers at the mall.
Yeah.
Right?
He looks so different. Like, he looks like a different person to me.
Really? It's just a mustache.
I don't know what it is.
The part of you that is still a little human.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck, that bed looks comfortable, though. I'd get rid of the sheet set, but...
I would burn that sheet set.
I assure you that it is not my fault.
But it wasn't until Annie January stepped out.
Is this his midlife crisis?
Your ex, Cassandra, wrote a tell-all book.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Haley. You know...
I love that he's sitting...
And the selection committee has narrowed it down to 25 choices.
Oh, is this gonna be how they tie it in?
To the comic?
No, to the Gen V.
Mm-hmm.
She's a butterface. Her body's on point, but her face...
Yeah, I get it. Thank you so much for explaining.
Thanks, yeah. Great deep.
Ooh, not that slutty cum rag.
I thought he ate a dog. He ate out a dog. It's a big difference. Wrangler, isn't he...
Texas nutjob. The San Antonio office had to cover up those migrant murders.
Jesus Christ.
White man over 50. Amazing choice, sir.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's a mensch.
No.
You did this to yourself,
surrounded by
Homelander.
sycophants and
Yeah, because you kill everyone.
Yeah.
blow A train. I'm not kidding. Go over there, pull out A train's cock, and blow him.
Oh my god.
What a fucking...
Oh my god, this is...
Sex is just a spectrum, right, bro?
Get off your fucking
Yeah,
knees.
bro. No homo.
Not one of you has the stomach to challenge anything I say.
Because you
Whose
murdered
fault is that?
I was gonna do it.
The magic of Vought on Ice, coming December 7th at Vought Coiner.
Honestly, would go see that.
Yeah.
He's an Antifa pedo who fucked around and found out. And an eye for an eye might be in the Jew section of the Bible, but it is still in the Bible.
The Jew section.
The Old Testament?
Jeez.
That is quite the right-wing talking point.
It's a new record. 33 seconds.
Oh, amazing. I can fly 100 feet away from all my cares.
And drain the power grid at the same time.
Greta Thunberg. It is so weird that like the real world is just the real world.
I know.
The references are fun, but like...
Frenchie.
They just need to find out about the disease that's in the basement of the university.
Yeah. That is a spoiler for Gen V.
You have to have seen Gen V to be here.
Yeah.
It is, those characters show up in the show.
Yeah.
He blew our cover with Newman. He almost got you killed again.
Uh-huh.
You're the only one that wants him here.
Well, he actually didn't blow their cover.
Yeah, he did.
That
He went and talked
girl-
to the kids.
No,
Then that's
that-
why she went up to her room.
Oh, that is why she went up.
She would have been sitting there eating ice cream. They would have gotten away with
No,
a plan
yeah.
that wouldn't have worked.
No,
but
you're right.
those two officers died because she left baby
Yeah.
Homelander in the basement.
No,
Well,
you're right.
Time to fucking will bring that up, isn't it?
Oh, great. Is he gonna see puppets?
God, I hope so. More puppets, please.
Grabbing your ankles while he shoves it up your ass.
I think I can handle myself.
Oh, you mean that nasty little virus they cooking up at Godolphin?
Oh, they do know about it.
Yeah.
I didn't spoil Gen V. The show did. Get off my dick.
And I know it ain't strong enough to kill Homelander. Yet.
Oh.
Sure.
Wild conspiracy theory from a disgruntled former staffer. Those are my terms.
Do you remember the details of that one?
That she can pop heads?
Was it just that?
I think so.
Yeah.
That she's a soup.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you gotta hit keep me logged in. Sorry. Hit...
Fucking boomers. You know what? It doesn't always keep you logged in. I'm just saying.
Fuck!
Simon Pegg?
No.
Oh, shit.
Sure. And Jeff Epstein killed himself. Now, the only thing these teens are at risk of...
Sure.
Thrown into Starlight's LGBT terror dungeon. Child lives matter.
Oh, God. It's too real.
Yep.
It's too real.
We could make more money if we talked like that.
All the
LGBT.
money in the world is not worth that.
We gotta stamp out these LGBT pronoun peoples.
I want to help, of course, but as Annie January.
No one's donating to the Annie house. It sounds like we sell raisin cookies.
The Annie House actually sounds like a charity for like a child that died of cancer.
You know I can tell this even from our first group meeting.
Anonymous meetings.
Right there in the name.
Nice.
Also, like, your name's Annie January. Like, that is as ridiculous a name as Starling.
That sounds like a porn star name. Annie January, like...
I should not have brought up our meetings.
It's okay. Love my boss, known him next chunky.
Oh, Huey. Not Huey. Frenchie.
Yeah.
Their names end in the same vowel sound, so I can't tell them apart.
No, they are similar in my brain as well.
I like that style of Henley. They're like slightly more open. It's a good.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What a shot. God, I got my first gray hair at like 15. He's such a fucking baby. Oh, he collects them. That's weird. If I did that, it would fill like 16 of those jars.
Why aren't we selling that?
My gray hairs?
Someone would buy it.
That looks like Cal Kestis. The smartest person. I love that she is reading and listening to a podcast at times 2 speed.
Yeah, I love that, like, intelligence is always like, Sherlock Holmes can watch 10 televisions at once.
I am almost never surprised.
May I come in?
It's weird to see him not in the suit.
Yeah. Watching him in interviews is so weird because he looks so different.
Yeah.
The smartest woman on earth would have a nicer place.
Smartest person. And that person's too smart to give a fuck about Pottery Barn.
Fair. I am not that smart, and I do give a fuck about Pottery Barn.
You've been washing them more often, so likely you've been peeing more often, which makes sense. You got a lot of power, but...
He washes after he pees. It's a green flag.
Mm-hmm.
I need advice. From someone on my level.
On my level.
God, I've spent my life scaling the peak of VOD. It's...
Maybe he is getting a therapist right now.
Now that I have it...
You're still not happy.
It is really interesting that he doesn't view her as less than for being a woman or for being black. His, like, brain has become racist, but not racist, but, like, his prejudice is purely mutant human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All democracies fail because people are fucking stupid. You don't need an army of supermen like Nazi Bay wanted. So German.
Like Caesar.
Like Caesar. Statistically, it's inevitable.
Well, that's bleak. Cool. I'm gonna go.
We talk about this often.
You can stay here, reeking of Taco Bell and loneliness. Or we can put some of your theories into practice on the global scale.
Oh no. That is the most terrifying. Is like it's almost like Fallout with the little experiments, because you can just do whatever you want.
Vault Tech, yeah. She's great.
Better than the alternative. Sitting there, stewing in your mistakes. As your way out the inevitable.
Damn, Billy, you okay? The
No.
answer's no.
Billy has never been okay.
Oh boy, I think Huey might kill Billy at some point.
Oh yeah.
But like kindly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got here as soon as I could. I'm sorry.
I'm okay.
There's always fucking something. God damn it.
I get it though. He's trying to save the kid and he's willing to put the kid ahead of literally everything else on the planet.
Yeah.
I didn't ask. Just like I didn't ask you to come either.
You always want on me.
Let me just read a laptop while I drive in New York City. That'll be just fine. feel like this is about to get real weird.
Yeah.
Todd must be picking some serious heat between his legs.
Seriously, Frenchie, you did not have to come.
Frenchie, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Hi, fellas. Thanks for making it on such short notice.
He's here, right? Like in the building here?
Oh, they're already,
This is the best day of my life.
I mean, she's the smartest person in the world. She moves fast.
Yeah.
It's good to see you again. What the fuck are you doing here?
Homelander's tired of being surrounded by morons.
I like her more and more every scene.
I want you to take these bats and beat these gentlemen to death. I want you to beat these gentlemen to death now.
Jesus Christ.
I think maybe we should go.
Oh, Jesus!
I feel like they're clearly getting beat to shit by super people, though, right? So, like...
Yeah.
Why would you want a bunch of Homelander fans to have been beaten to death by super people?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, interesting.
Yo, what the fuck? That was so fucked up, you guys.
Oh my god.
Who is Black Noir now?
It's clearly someone who's just in the suit.
No, but I'm trying to, like, is that a voice we've heard on the show before?
Are you ready to stop reusing your catheter and start living your life?
I'm not ready for the days when I need a catheter.
Nah. Yeah, what is this plan?
I don't know.
That crowd must have been so thin for her to just walk in.
Not guilty!
Oh, God.
Oh, are they gonna put those bodies?
Oh, maybe, yeah. But they'll look like they were beat to shit by superheroes.
Or a mob. Like, trampled? I don't know. I don't know,
yeah. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, I'm okay.
This is like a normal day in New York City. Good for them. Stop. No, that fucks up the plan. I mean, it's good. Jesus Christ. I feel like the forensic situation is going to realize that that's not what happened. Those people were not beat to shit by bats, and there's no splatter anywhere.
I mean, Vought
also, like,
owns
it's the
everybody.
like giant right outside the court scene, and there's no cameras. I don't know. It feels a little convenient, script-wise, for that to work.
I mean, he got away with murder. Like,
It is so hard to prove murder in the States, realistically. Like, I buy that more than I buy those 3 bodies just showed up in the middle of that, and there's, like, no evidence that it doesn't get proven immediately to be wrong.
But that's the thing is, these people don't listen to proof, right?
Yeah.
That is...
I just feel like she's the smartest person in the world, and it's not the smartest plan. Especially since A-Train has been known to not be great at full speed in crowds.
Everything together until we almost merge into
It's fucking weird.
I don't want Butcher to die.
And all those things he said about you. He said awful, awful things about you. Just horrible.
Jesus, dude. You can tell Homelander didn't have parents.
Yeah.
Because the right answer is there, I don't want Butcher to die. And as the dad, you say, yeah, because you're a better person than he is, and it's right for you to feel that way. Mm-hmm. You're a great kid. Of course you don't want him to die.
What if we just left? We could vanish under the waves forever. Everyone there loves you for you.
That octopus is loud as fuck.
We wouldn't have to hide our love anymore. We could just be Kevin and Ambrosius.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I thought that was Mother's Milk for a second. I was like, how did they end up in bed together?
You're like, damn.
I'm dumb. I'm just an idiot.
The shot was dark.
God, I want an acting gig like this. Pay me to just lie in a bed all day? It sounds great.
Oh my god.
I liked it even more than crisscross, cross-justice, double-cross, triple-cross, crossfire, cross-country, cross the line, even cross my heart.
This is so funny because Alex Cross, the new Cross TV show, is coming to Amazon Prime.
Right.
Watch Cross when it hits Amazon Prime for no specific reason.
For no specific reason at all.
No particular episode 6 reason at all.
Talk to you for hours about Deadly Cross. You can read the whole fucking book to me if you want.
Audiobook reaction?
We just start doing Alex Cross for book club. Our audience becomes 50 to 70-year-old men.
For what it's worth, I think he can.
Is that Maeve?
Mom?
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
It sounded like Maeve's voice a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the end of the world.
Don't you think I know that?
You have to find a better way.
He does have a conscience. It's fair.
At least the voice in his head isn't crazy. It's more sensible than he is. It couldn't be crazier than he is.
He's the crazy one. Yeah.
It's flipping the dynamic.
He's got a voice of reason in his head.
And he doesn't listen to it.
It's too late. I'm out.
Apologize. It's too late.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I hope you're happy now.
Brandon, you have to blur that. For people watch the reaction, that was a butthole.
It was a butthole.
If you want to see more of that, go
Butchers?
to Grindr.
Do you think it was Butchers, or did you just Google a butthole?
I don't think it was Carl Urban's, but I do think it was Butchers in universe.
The lighting was just too light for him to have taken it right now.
That little bit in his skin, didn't like it. All right, Eric Kripke. All right, Eric. What do you think, babe? One done.
Oh, wow, yeah.
What do you think of it? The show.
It's
the TV program.
It's too real.
Yeah.
And not in I'm not saying that as a criticism. I'm just saying that as
it's just, it hurts right now.
Oh, boy.
The world is dark and the show is like a mirror to it.
Yeah.
And a successful one. The one joke that I feel like took me out of it a little bit was Neverland Ranch.
Oh, okay.
That was the one where I was like, one of the weird things about superhero things that reference real world stuff is that it's like, well, why didn't the superhero stop it? You know what I mean? Like, anytime
Michael Jackson?
No, that one's fine. That one is like no one knew, right? Well, hopefully. But like, you know, whenever a comic book is like, yeah, 9/11 happened, and you're like, really? Like, Superman didn't stop 9/11? It's just a weird sort of thing that I sometimes feel like it's better to just not reference the real world event.
I don't think they referenced anything that took me out of it.
The Jeffrey Epstein thing was a lot.
Oh, that feels very
It makes sense.
to me.
It's not that it doesn't make sense. It's that it is like, it's where the show blurs the lines. Where it sometimes takes me out of the show, and sometimes it makes me feel more immersed in the show, and I don't know what the right answer is.
For me, that's why it's successful.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so close to the real world, and those little like hooks like really feel like it's like a mirror.
Yeah.
In a way that is uncomfy, but is, I think, what art is supposed to be about. That is like kind of one of the purposes of it. And so I commend them for the incredible job they're doing.
I think the show's great,
Yeah, the show is great. It's just, I'm like, how did he get convicted not guilty?
Because murder, when you make self-defense claims in the States, is real tricky. It's really hard to get 12 people to agree that it wasn't self-defense. And that's just the reality of it, right? Like, you have to prove that they did it. They don't have to prove that they didn't. And that's kind of where a lot of people get off with stuff in the States that maybe they shouldn't get off with. But they do because of the way the legal system works.
Yeah.
And because it's really hard to find people, like, it's kind of shocking to me personally that Donald Trump was found guilty in his trial. Because finding 12 people that don't have a strong opinion about him is really hard, right?
Yeah.
And it's the case that he's made, right? And I'm not saying that I'm like a fan of his. I'm not saying that I support him or think that he should have been found not guilty. I just my point is that my expectation of that case was that he was going to be found not guilty, or that it was going to be a hung jury, and that it was going to be impossible for 12 people to agree about him because of his larger than life persona.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't have faith in that, and also wasn't in the room. I don't know all the details. I don't know if we did it or not. You know what I mean? Like, that is so beyond my purview. I have my like emotional response to it, but I don't think that anyone should be convicted, especially someone I've never met before, because of my emotional response to a situation.
Oh, sure.
I don't think that is how it should work. And those 12 people agreed. In this case, his lawyer might have just been a better lawyer, right? Like, it might have just been lawyering that beat lawyering. And that's how the legal system works sometimes. And it sucks. But the legal system sucks, right? Like, how many people are on death row that were like, oh shit, they were actually innocent? We find out like 60 years later. And it's like, this person was in prison. And granted, usually it's like a person of color or someone of a lower social strata. It's rare that a rich person deals with this.
Yeah.
Because the system is built to benefit the wealthy and is built to benefit white people and is built to benefit those people in ways that it doesn't benefit others. And, that's just, and I say that as someone who is at the near as close to the peak as I think you can get. My like queer identity knocks me down a peg.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like one peg off the top of the mountain in terms of privilege. And I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that 100%. But at the same time, like, there's literally nothing I can do about the system to derail that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to undo the entire legal code. The lawyers don't even fucking understand how it works.
Well, yeah.
They just know how to take advantage of it.
And that's the thing is, like, the false convictions are just like far too common for me to even it's tough. That whole thing in, I think it's like Louisiana with the like castration or whatever is like
it's a choice though, which is that
sure,
you know what I mean, like, at least
so that you can stay and provide free labor for the state.
I know it's complicated. But like, if you look at it like OJ, right, is there a person alive who is like 100% committed that OJ did not kill her?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like,
not that
we all just kind of live with the fact that the most popular television program of the 1990s was Friends, and then the O.J. Simpson trial, where everyone just kind of agreed that O.J. Simpson killed 2 people, and then it was found not guilty because of the fucking glove shit. And we all think he did it, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that he did. Allegedly he did it, but we all think that he did it. But he's not in prison because what I think happened doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
It's what you can prove in court. And that is how the American legal system happens. And that is how a bunch of fucking sports journalists have to go on television the day O.J. Simpson died and be like, we all think he committed murder, but he was found not guilty. So we kind of have to talk about his football career now because we can't say convicted murderer O.J. Simpson's dead because he isn't. Legally, he did not do it. It's like this way wild line that, like, how do you deal with it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer to that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if he had gone to prison and he had died in prison this year and 2 days later we found out that he didn't do it, I would feel worse.
Sure.
And that sucks. But I would rather a murderer get away than an innocent man go to prison for his life, for a whole life. And that is a tough line.
Yeah, because not everyone's going to agree with
now,
that.
Granted, Homelander, not a comparable situation because he's dangerous for the planet.
No. Of course.
And we've seen him do
But it's just it's commentaries on the systems and like the pitfalls and the manipulation and corruption. Like, because some of it is like. Some of it makes sense and is intentional, and some of it is like so that people can fucking manipulate and get away with shit.
Well, and what's crazy is the fucking Firecracker YouTube show is so well done because if they posted that on YouTube, there are people who would just think that it's true. They would just watch that.
Oh, from the show, I was like
Firecracker, Firecracker,
yeah.
the like redhead that I would say you should cosplay, but I don't know.
I'm good. I
don't know. It would be a pretty good cosplay. I think that the ads have spoiled that she becomes part of the Seven, right? And there's been like multiple posters, and like I think that like Homelander becomes a little bit infatuated with her.
I forget trailers after I watch them,
Yeah,
so I didn't know that she did. Yeah.
And maybe she doesn't. Maybe that was ad stuff to like because she's an important soup on the show, but it doesn't actually happen. I don't know 100% sure where this is going. But I feel like those were the most effective, like, real world call outs to me because they were written in a way that felt very in universe. But I was watching them going, if that happened if that exact video was on YouTube now about Biden, it would get 40,000 views if she's a small channel. It'd get 4 million views if she's a big channel. Yeah. And people would believe it. They'd be like, yeah, she's right. Fuck the LGBT. And it's like, there are so many of those channels. There are channels that loved the first couple seasons of this show that think like that are that kind of right-wing grift that say shit like whammon and
woke.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, and they're gonna be like, oh, this show's woke now. They ruined the boys, and it's like, no, the show's always been this. You were just dumb, and the show got more obvious. You know what it reminds me of?
You had to have it shoved down your throat to get it.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Slight spoilers for Dune, but everybody in the world saw Dune, right? Because it was great.
Yes.
Dune Part 2 is awesome.
Spoilers, click away, get out of here.
When Frank Herbert wrote Dune, people didn't get that Paul was the bad guy.
I know.
And so when he wrote...
And it's like, no.
So when he wrote Dune Messiah, the point of Dune Messiah was to be so obvious that Lisan Al-Gaib is the fucking villain of that series.
Yeah.
That people went like, oh, I think we might have missed some shit in Dune. And he's like, and Frank Herbert was like, no, I had to write this because you're stupid.
Yeah.
Right? And like, that's kind of what this show reminds me of is they're like, fuck, they're not getting the metaphor because people like Homelander. We need to go harder.
Well, and the actor like has commented on it. He's like, you're missing the fucking point. Like, what is wrong with you?
Which is why I think they keep infantilizing him and like making fun of him more with like the gray hairs and like the shot over his shoulder of pointing at the fucking swastika to be like his place of honor where he keeps the milk bottle from the woman that he liked to suck her titties and the right next to it is a swastika because he reveres bad ideas, right? Nazis had bad ideas. I don't know if you know this. It's, this obscure part of history nobody ever talks about. The Nazis were the bad guys.
I thought that didn't happen.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, God.
So, like, the show every season has to get more obvious about it because there are a group within the audience that don't see what the fuck the show's trying to tell them and are like, Homelander's a hero because whammon.
And I think that is such an interesting part about this show, and I think has been part of the conversation about the show because there's some people that are like, I miss that nuance and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's gotten a little obvious.
Which like I can totally understand and appreciate. I can also totally understand and appreciate a show that is not afraid to like shove down your throat and be like, fuck you, here's the message.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would rather, honestly, have a show that is too obvious. Whereas, like, there have been shows that we watch where people walk away with the wrong ideas about people and genocide and not calling out a specific fandom, but, like, they idolize a person who is a terrible, 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 terrible person. Right? And so there is, like, that side of it where I'm like, oh, the author did not convey their message properly, or their message was meant to be like that on purpose. But it just attracts that kind of people, and I would rather have the boys be like, no, fuck you, if that's how you think, this is not for you. But again, I can appreciate that, like, love of the, like, nuance poking fun of as opposed to the overt poking fun of.
But I think that a big part of that is the difference in where we are at, right? I think that when The Boys premiered in 2016...
Probably.
What was The Boys season 1 year? 2019. So, like, The Boys, the first season of The Boys was while Joe Biden was a little bit more cognizant and doing a good job being out there saying shit like, I'm gonna beat Trump like a Cherokee drum and all that shit that Joe Biden said. Not my, that was a quote. It's not language I would use, but it was at a time when it felt like Trump was kind of shitting the bed, and the most people ever voted for Joe Biden because there was something in the air in 2019 of people being like, we're sick of this. We're sick of the president being the news story every single day.
Yeah.
We're tired of...
It's a fucking reality TV show.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like, my politics and my reality TV should be very separate.
I think that COVID fucked up the economy in a way that I don't really blame Biden for. I think that every economy got fucked and no country really navigated it perfectly, because how could you?
Yeah.
In a way that people forget how miserable it was to, like, be online during Trump's presidency and have the president be tweeting, like, random shit about, like, the prime minister of the UK, and have the stock market being like, we don't know if we're in a trade war with Britain tomorrow because Trump's being erratic, right? And I think that when 2019 was happening, it was easier to be nuanced because people... The vast majority of Americans were anti-Trump, right?
Yeah.
Clearly, because the most people to ever vote for president voted for Biden.
Yeah.
And then the show comes out before election denialism. And then I think that the seasons after that have gotten more and more political and more left-leaning, obviously, because the right wing, in the wake of the presidential election and in the wake of January 6th, like, went off the fucking deep end.
Yeah.
And became so
radical
ridiculous
and unhinged
that you have, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene saying some of the, like, actual dumbest shit I've ever heard a person say. Trump becomes a felon, and you have, like, these right-wing people being like, no, I'm proud to vote for a felon because the justice system is bad, but we are like the thin blue line. We stand up for law enforcement, but we really want Trump to win so that he can dismantle the FBI, because the FBI is deep state, and there's a difference between, like, thin blue line police officers and the deep state, and we want to dismantle the CIA, but we also hate Arabs, and we want the CIA to continue to oppress the Arabs. And it just like the funnel of nonsense that they believe has...
The mental gymnastics is wild.
And I'm not talking about all conservatives, right? Like, I think that there are a lot of conservative positions that are true and, like, that I agree with. The problem is that, like, I'm pretty far left in terms of healthcare, but everything else, like, it can be very varied. I have a wide array of opinions because the world is complicated.
Yeah.
But, like, MAGA Republicans believe the dumbest shit. Did you see the video of Trump being like, I was talking to this guy who sells boats, and they were like, we want all of the boats to be electric. And I was like, okay, I have a question. He's like, no one's ever asked me this question. And it's probably because of my connection to MIT. I've watched this, like, too many times. I, like, know it verbatim. And he's like, because of my connection to MIT, I'm very smart. Trump did not go to MIT. No idea what the fuck's going on there. And then Trump is like, if the boat sinks, and there's a shark nearby, do I get out of the boat and get bit by the shark, or do I stay in the boat and get electrocuted by the battery because it's electric? And, like, that's not how fucking batteries work. It's not how electricity works. Like, and he goes on forever, and you're like, there are thousands of people at this rally, and you're like, these people are listening to one of the most insanely stupid things I've ever heard a human being say on camera.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's my guy. That felon who thinks that if a boat sinks, I'm going to get electrocuted because it has a battery on it, even though all gas-powered boats have battery. Like, I just, it baffles me to the point where this show has to go, hey, this is dumb.
This is dumb.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't do subtle satire because the reality is so ridiculous that you have to go... You have to be more obvious. Yeah. Because you can't subtly point at the most ridiculous thing on earth, right?
Well, and it was the writer of House of Cards, I believe, that said that the way that the American political system has gone, like they were like, I think it's a guy who wrote it, but I believe that they were like, I would never think to write this because no one would believe that it's true.
Yeah, yeah.
It is so far-fetched, but we're living it.
Frank Underwood, is his name, right? The Kevin Spacey's character on that show.
Yeah, I think that's his name, yeah.
Isn't a good dude.
No.
But, like, would probably be a better president than Trump.
Oh, 100%.
And that's
100%.
what's so... I mean, he did murder that girl.
Yeah.
But, spoilers for episode 1, I guess. But,
yeah.
If you haven't watched House of Cards yet,
you're not going to because Kevin Spacey.
Do you really want to go watch 5 seasons of Kevin Spacey's face?
Which sucks. I love that show, and
I know. It's it was very good. And the girl from season 1 who I love her so much. And then after Kate Mara, I feel like Fantastic flopped, and then she just disappeared. Oh, yeah. And I think she's genuinely like such a talented actress.
Yeah.
So yeah, the show's good.
Yeah, the show's great.
The show's good. I'm excited to watch the rest of it. I'm curious to see where it's going. I want to know what Negan's up to.
Yeah.
That wasn't nothing.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
That's going to be very important.
How many more buttholes do you think we'll see this season?
Hopefully no more. I'm good.
You're not like butthole?
No.
Don't go on Grindr. If you like this video, do you have anything else to say before we...
most buttholes look the same, so... it's like...
Well, no, there are varying levels of hair.
Sure, I just mean like the wrinkles. It's just a wrinkly sphincter. Like that. And that's, you know what? Everyone's got a butthole, and I'm happy for you, but
It's the only wrinkle most gays are comfortable having on their body.
Yeah, alright. Do they fucking iron out their ball sacks? Like, what are they supposed to... Are they uncomfortable?
No, they steam.
Steam. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Don't try that. For the love of God and all that is holy, we will not take legal responsibility.
I would love if we got sued because someone has like second-degree burns because they steamed their ball sack.
Don't say that.
All right. Well, it would get us in the news cycle. We'd get lots of views. They'd be like, wait, we have to follow this channel. They give the worst advice. What was I saying? Worst advice. I think that it was really smart to give Frenchie and Colin and Kimiko sort of the emotional positive side of this episode.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't a lot of that. And so, especially with Huey's dad in the hospital.
Yeah.
It was kind of a downer. And so putting some positivity in Frenchie's life, given the darkness of Frenchie's past, I think was a really smart way to make the episode not just bleak.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Also, I really like Newman as a person. Not as a person, but as like a... I like her more than I think the show wants me to.
I know. And it's one of those things where I'm like... Yeah, like... Here's the thing. Her redeeming quality to me is that her and Homelander are not on the same page anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they're not friends. But, like, is that good enough? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think it's just that I really admire the actress. I think she's doing an incredible job.
Phenomenal.
But I like Newman more than I think that I should. Don't know how I feel about that. If you like the video... like I like Newman, hit the like button. If you don't, like all of the right-wing people who listen to me rant about Trump, hit the dislike button.
I don't think they got this far.
They might have left it on and like heard it while they had gloves on and were doing the dishes, and so they didn't want to take their gloves off to stop their computers. They were like forced to, you know what I mean?
Very
Sometimes
specific.
I end up in like an autoplay situation when I'm doing the dishes where I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch this dumbass video. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
Who's the algorithm goddess of this episode?
Billy Butcher's conscience.
I was gonna say the Sarah, the 12-year-old girl who has 4 penises.
Oh God!
4 acid penises in her mouth.
Yeah, no, I hate that. No.
Yeah, that's a sentence I said out loud. If you want, I already said that. Do something nerdy tonight.
Get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.